From Kevin Cash's house, and believe me, it doesn't smell good in here. This is Kurt Berglund with Payoff Pitch Dream Season Baseball Sportspage, edition number 5, updating you on the 5th games played by all the teams in my 26-team Dream Season using Payoff Pitch Cards and Dice Baseball. Thank you so much, first of all of the support, the interest that you've shown in the comments and the likes and the subscribes. The subscriptions are going crazy. That's very exciting for me. It's great feedback. Tells me that you're interested, and it tells me that you are following along. And I appreciate that very much, trying to give us all a diversion from life. And so you've noticed that what I originally thought would be about 3 games a week on my channel is now up to about 5 or 6 games a week on my channel, plus a sports page edition or 2. Anyway, the updates go like this. Going to go through all the scores. Going to go through the standings in the American and National League, and then I have an early MVP candidate to tell you about in this edition of the Sports Page. And I'll also tell you about the Game 6s that will be on the channel this week, just in the next few days, actually. So, beginning in Philadelphia, the 69 Mets were at the 83 Phillies, a game you saw on this channel. The 83 Phillies won 8-4. Carlton beat Seaver. Home runs in the game, none for the Mets. For the Phillies, Bo Diaz, a 3-run job in the 3rd, and Mike Schmidt, a solo shot in the 4th. In Chicago at Wrigley Field, the 64 Cardinals came to visit the 69 Cubs. The 69 Cubs, it was a battle between Gibson for the Cardinals and Jenkins for the Cubs. Jenkins left the game for a pinch hitter in the 8th, down 2-0 to Gibson. But the Cubs scored a run in the 8th and 2 in the 9th to walk it off on a pinch hit single by Paul Popovich to drive in Randy Hundley with the winning run. So the 69 Cubs beat the 64 Cardinals 3-2. Ted Abernathy was the winner. Bob Gibson was the loser. Home runs for the Cardinals, Bill White, a solo shot in the 4th, and Bob Skinner, playing right field today, hit a solo shot in the 7th. So the Cubs win 3-2. In St. Louis, the 84 Cubs took on the 87 Cardinals. It was Rick Sutcliffe against Danny Cox, and Sutcliffe threw a 2-hit shutout. It was 3-0, 84 Cubs. No home runs in the game. Sutcliffe was dominant. And so this 84 Cubs beat the 87 Cardinals. In Los Angeles, the 83 Braves, behind Phil Niekro, defeated the 77 Dodgers 4-2. Don Sutton was the loser. Steve Bedrosian got the save. This drops the 77 Dodgers to 0-5, and it keeps the Braves perfect to start the Dream season at 5-0. Home runs in the game, a solo shot by Rafael Ramirez in the 9th as an insurance run, and a solo homer by Davey Lopes for the Dodgers in the 5th. In Milwaukee, the 69 Expos came a-calling to Miller Park to take on the 2018 Brewers. The 2018 Brewers won 5-3. Gio Gonzalez was the winner. Bill Stoneman was the loser. Home runs in the game, a 2-run shot by Christian Yelich in the 1st, And Travis Shaw, a solo homer in the 5th. 5-3 Brewers over Expos. In Philadelphia at Shibe Park, the 64 Giants traveled to face the 64 Phillies. This one went extra innings. And the Phillies came out on top 2-1. It was a battle between Marichal and Bunning. Jack Baldwin was the winner in relief. Marichal was the loser. It was a walk-off winner in the bottom of the 11th. Richie Allen led off with a double. Wes Covington was intentionally walked behind him. And Tony Gonzalez followed with an RBI single to score Allen with the walk-off winner. In Chicago at Wrigley Field, the 77 White Sox visited the 79 Cubs and were 9-1 winners. Steve Stone defeated Rick Russell. Richie Zisk, a 2-run homer in the 6th, and Bill Buckner, a solo shot for the Cubs in the 6th, accounting for their only scoring. Stone the winner, Russell the loser. In Milwaukee, the 77 Yankees visited County Stadium. They came out the winner, 4-2. Ron Guidry with the win, Don Sutton with the loss for the 83 Brewers. Sparky Lyle with the 2-inning save. Home runs in the game, Reggie Jackson, a 2-run shot in the 3rd. Mickey Rivers, a solo shot in the 5th, and none for the Brewers. 77 Yankees 4, 83 Brewers 2. Also in Milwaukee, the 69 Senators visited the 87 Brewers, and the 87 Brewers gave them a thumping, a 14-4 thumping. Ted Higuera the winner, Dick Bosman the loser. Home runs for the Senators, a solo shot for Frank Howard in the 1st. For the Brewers, Dale Swaim, a 2-run shot in the 2nd. Bill Schroeder, a 3-run shot in the 4th. Bill Schroeder, a solo shot in the 6th. Bill Schroeder, a 3-run shot in the 8th. 14-4, 87 Brewers over the 69 Senators. In Milwaukee, the 77 Twins visited the 79 Brewers. The 79 Brewers were the winners, 8-1 over the Twins. Mike Caldwell the winner, Dave Goltz the loser. There were no home runs in the game. The Twins committed 3 errors. In Boston, the 64 Yankees came to visit the 77 Red Sox and won 3-2. Hal Reniff was the winner, Bill Campbell the loser. Bill Stafford in relief earned the save. Home runs for the Yankees, Tony Kubek, a solo shot in the 3rd. Tom Tresh, a 2-run shot in the 8th. For the Red Sox, Jim Rice and Fred Lynn solo shots in the 6th. 64 Yankees defeat the 77 Red Sox 3-2. In Chicago at Comiskey Park, the 87 Twins defeated the 83 White Sox in 12 innings, 5-4. Keith Atherton, the winner in relief. Kevin Hickey, the loser in relief. The winning run was a home run by Tom Nieto in the 12th inning off of Hickey. Other home runs, Gary Gaetti, a 3-run homer for the Twins in the 1st, and there were none for the 83 White Sox. 87 Twins, defeat the 83 White Sox 5-4. And finally, in Detroit, the 69 Tigers and the 87 Tigers did battle, and the 87 Tigers were the winners, 5-2. Jack Morris, the winner, complete game for Jack. Denny McLean, the loser, complete game for Denny. However, Chet Lemon with a 3-run job, home run to walk it off in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out for the 87 Tigers. So those are, the 87 Tigers 5, the 69 Tigers 2. Let's look at the standings. Standings go like this, and I really hope you can read my writing. The 69 Tigers are at first in the American League with a 4-1 record. Tied with them for first place are the 1987 Brewers, also at 4-1. Then we have 5 teams at 3-2, the 87 Twins, the 83 White Sox, the 79 Brewers, the 64 Yankees, and amidst my scribbles, the 87 Tigers are all tied for second place at 3-2. In third place at 2-3, it's the 83 Brewers, the 77 Twins, the 77 Yankees, and the 77 Red Sox, and the 77 White Sox. 5 teams tied in third place at 2-3, and the Senators are bringing up the rear at 1-4. Remember that in my playoff system in the Dream season, the top 5 teams make the playoffs. Seeds number 4 and 5 play in a 1-game wild card game. The other 3 don't participate in that. So if we would cut things off somewhere up here, but we have an 18-game mini season to finish, so we have a long way to go. All of these teams are potentially playoff teams so far. In the National League, there are 2 teams with perfect records so far. The 83 Braves are at 5-0, and the 2018 Brewers are at 5-0. They are followed in second place by the 83 Phillies, who are alone at 4-1, and then we have 3 teams at 3-2, the 69 Mets, the 69 Cubs, the 84 Cubs, and then fourth place, the 64 Cardinals, the 87 Cardinals, and the 64 Phillies. Fifth place, the 79 Cubs and the 69 Expos are tied, and bringing up the rear and winless at this point are the 64 Giants and the 77 Dodgers. But again, it's an 18-game season. You're fighting to be in the top 5. So at least theoretically, anybody is still in it at this point. All right? So these are the standings. The 2 perfect teams left are both in the National League. All right, let's look at our candidate for MVP at this very early stage of the season. His name is Bill Schroeder, and he's not going to be familiar to very many of you, I suspect, unless you're a Brewer fan, and there probably aren't very many of those out there, but God bless you if you are. Here's what Bill Schroeder's week has looked like in Dream Season Baseball. The opening day game he did not play. B.J. Surhoff was the regular catcher for the 87 Brewers and played most of the time, although they had sort of a platoon going on for a while. But I don't know. Schroeder had the year of his life in 87, hitting over 300 with good slugging and good on base, but never duplicated that again or was like that before. 87, of course, was the offensive, or one of the seasons of the offensive explosions. So he didn't play in Game 1. In Game 2, he did play. He went 1 for 4 with a solo homer. In Game 3, B.J. Surhoff was injured, so he played about half the game. He went 1 for 2 with a double, a run scored, and an RBI. In Game 4, he went 3 for 4 with a double, 2 homers, 2 runs scored, 7 RBIs, and a strikeout. Then in Game 5, he went 3 for 4 with 3 homers, 3 runs scored, 7 RBIs, and a walk. So he's 8 for 14 with 6 homers and 2 doubles. That makes his batting average .571. It makes his on-base percentage .600. It makes his slugging percentage .2,000. And it makes his OPS .2,600. So he's kind of hot. 2 7 RBI games in a row. I've got to research that and see if that would be a major league record if it happened in real life. I'm thinking it would. but I don't know that for sure. So I'm going to research that and find out and let you know. Alrighty. So with that said, I think that's it for this week's. Oh, nope. I got one more thing to do. I have to tell you about this week's schedule. So let's do that. Alrighty. So the schedule for the next several days for the 6th games in the Dream season. Remember, it's an 18-game mini season. Goes like this. Today is Thursday. It's Sportspage number 5. Tomorrow is Friday. I've mastered the days of the week. You might notice that about me. I'm very clever. Give me a sequence of 7 and repeat it throughout my whole life. I'm going to get it down. So, Friday, the 69 Tigers visit the 87 Tigers. It'll be Mickey Lolich for the 69 Tigers against Doyle Alexander for the 87 Tigers. And I'm going to warn you right now, don't miss that game. On Saturday, the 87 Twins take on the 83 White Sox. It'll be Blyleven versus Dotson. And on Sunday, it'll be the 69 Expos visiting the 2018 Milwaukee Brewers. And that will be Mike Wegner against, don't tell me, Yuli Chassin. I think that's right. Okay. Yes, that is right. Then on Monday will be Sportspage number 6. And then Tuesday we'll start with the 7th round or Game 7, which will be the 3rd series, because all these series are 3 games, be the 3rd series in the season. All right. Thank you again so much for joining me, for clicking like and subscribe, for talking about the Dream season, for enjoying Payoff Pitch Baseball with me. Thank you again, and we will see you tomorrow with the 69 Tigers and the 87 Tigers. Thanks again. Have a great night. So long, everybody.